Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, we dive deep into America's most iconic trains and rail journeys, and today, we're taking you on a scenic, historic, and fascinating ride aboard the 2026 TexasEagle. This isn't just any train, it's a legendary route that bridges the heart of the United States, connecting the Midwest to the deep South and Southwest, through some of the most beautiful and diverse landscapes in the country. Whether you're a rail fan, a traveler, or just curious about long-distance Amtrak services, this journey is something special. Let's set the scene. The TexasEagle stretches all the way from Chicago, Illinois, to San Antonio, Texas, covering approximately 1,300 miles. And if you're continuing further west, the train links up with the Sunset Limited to reach Los Angeles. That means a single ride on this route can take you across the entire length of the southern United States. It's one of the longest and most culturally rich train rides Amtrak offers. Now imagine boarding at Union Station in Chicago, one of the most famous rail terminals in the country. The energy is electric, the architecture is grand, and there's a feeling of history in the air. As you step onto the TexasEagle, the adventure begins. The 2026 upgrades to the service have made the experience more comfortable than ever. Newly refurbished Superliner cars feature quieter cabins, modern restrooms, touchless water refill stations, and upgraded climate control systems. For those who prefer a little more luxury, the sleeping cars have been redesigned with better mattresses, USB charging ports, and ambient lighting options to make overnight travel a breeze. As the train rolls out of Chicago, the city skyline fades into the distance. Before long, you're gliding past small towns, open fields, and the wide stretches of the American Midwest. One of the things that makes the TexasEagle stand out is how the journey tells a story of regional America. The stops along the way reflect the character, culture, and evolution of the cities they survey, from bustling metropolises to quiet towns with hidden charm. Next stop, St. Louis, Missouri. The Gateway Arch welcomes travelers as the train curves along the Mississippi River. It's a beautiful moment, especially if you're sitting on the right side of the observation car. You get a stunning view of the riverfront, the bridges, and the shining steel of the arch rising high above the city. In St. Louis, there's always a little extra time for passengers to stretch their legs and snap a few photos before continuing south. From there, the train winds through the Ozarks, rolling into Arkansas. You pass through Little Rock at the capital A, where the blend of southern charm and historical depth is impossible to miss. For history buffs, this is the land of civil rights landmarks and presidential legacy. The Little Rock station, small but dignified, has seen decades of rail service come and go. But the TexasEagle doesn't just connect cities, it connects stories. Every coach car, every lounge seat, and every sleeping room has someone with a story to tell. Maybe it's a college student heading home for the holidays, a couple on their honeymoon adventure, or a retiree reliving the golden age of train travel. The beauty of the journey is that you're not just moving through space, but through layers of American culture and personal experience. Moving on, the train enters Texas at the Lone Star State, and this is where things really expand. Texas is big, and so is the journey through it. First stop, Dallas. As one of the largest cities on the route, Dallas offers a glimpse of modern Texas. Skyscrapers tower over old rail yards, and you can sense the mix of heritage and innovation. The Dallas Union Station itself has a classic feel, like something out of a vintage postcard, yet it's fully functional and buzzing with life. Next up, Fort Worth. Though close to Dallas in distance, Fort Worth feels like a different world. It's where cowboy culture is alive and well, and downtown blends historic brick architecture with modern rail infrastructure. The stockyards are only a short distance away, where visitors can still catch a cattle drive and a taste of the Old West. The ride from Fort Worth to Austin is one of contrasts. You see wide prairies, quiet ranchland, and the beginning hints of the Texas Hill Country. Austin, the state capital, is unlike anywhere else. Known for live music, tech innovation, and an alternative vibe, it gives the TexasEagle a taste of modern cool. The station here is modest, but the city's energy more than makes up for it. You'll find food trucks, electric scooters, and murals around every corner. As the journey continues to San Antonio, the scenery becomes more arid, more rugged, and more distinctly southwestern. San Antonio itself is rich in history, and the Alamo, the Riverwalk, and centuries of cultural heritage greet passengers as they arrive. If you've booked a sleeping car, this is typically where the TexasEagle ends, a bet for some. The ride doesn't stop here. Here's where the journey becomes truly cross-country. 3 times a week, the TexasEagle links up with the Sunset Limited, offering service from San Antonio to Los Angeles. This is an extension that turns the TexasEagle into one of the longest rail routes in the United States. The journey west crosses the deserts of New Mexico and Arizona, eventually reaching the Pacific coast. For passengers who ride the entire route, it's an unforgettable coast-to-coast rail experience. But let's go back for a moment to the train itself. The 2026 TexasEagle has seen several improvements thanks to Amtrak's modernization efforts. The dining car now offers new regional dishes like brisket sliders, Tex-Mex enchiladas, and vegan chili, all while keeping the classic feel of communal train dining. It's not just a meal, it's a memory, especially when shared with new friends made along the way. And then there's the observation car, an absolute favorite for many travelers. With huge panoramic windows, swivel lounge seats, and a second-story view, it's the best seat in the house. Watching a thunderstorm roll over the plains or catching the sunrise near the Missouri Ozarks from this vantage point is something words can't quite capture. Of course, no long-distance train ride is perfect, and the TexasEagle has had its share of challenges over the years. Delays due to freight train priority, track maintenance, and weather disruptions can affect the schedule. But in 2026, Amtrak has made major strides with updated agreements and improved tracking systems that help the TexasEagle stay on time more often than ever before. And what about cost? Compared to flying or driving, the TexasEagle offers competitive pricing, especially when booked early. Coach seats are spacious with ample legroom, and sleeper cars come with meals included. For families, students, and seniors, there are frequent discounts available, making this not just an adventure, but an affordable one. Environmentalists also appreciate the TexasEagle. Rail travel emits far less carbon per passenger than air or car travel. So riding this train is not only a great way to see America, but also a more eco-friendly choice. One of the most surprising things about the TexasEagle is how social the experience can be. Unlike planes or cars, trains give you the opportunity to mingle, to chat in the lounge car, or share meals in the dining car. You're surrounded by fellow explorers, and sometimes those conversations are what stick with you long after the trip is done. Another highlight is accessibility. The 2026 version of the TexasEagle includes updated accessible seating, ramps, and accommodations for passengers with mobility needs. Amtrak has made an effort to make train travel more inclusive, ensuring that more people can enjoy the magic of the rails. So, whether you're traveling the entire route or just hopping between cities, the TexasEagle gives you more than just a ride. It offers time to slow down, to think, to gaze out the window, and to experience the rhythm of the country as it changes from city to farmland to forest to desert. You might start your journey with a book or podcast, but you'll likely find yourself simply watching the world go by. Kids marvel at the train horn. Adults reminisce about rides they took years ago. And everyone, from first-timers to seasoned rail fans, finds something unexpected on board. Maybe a story, maybe a friend, maybe just a moment of peace. As we reach the end of our video, one thing is clear: the TexasEagle is more than transportation. It's a journey through America's heart and soul. From skyscrapers to small towns, prairies to rivers, the train takes you places in a way no other mode of travel can. It connects people, places, and stories, all on steel rails that stretch across time and landscape. So, if you've never taken a long-distance Amtrak trip, or if you've always been curious about rail travel in the U.S., consider the TexasEagle. In 2026, it's more comfortable, more reliable, and more magical than ever before. Thanks for riding along with us today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth rail journeys, train reviews, and all things transportation. Until next time, Happy travels and keep exploring America, one rail line at a time.